Why are you record?
I just started.
Stupid.
Them can't cool it down. That baseline is fire. Oh, them can't cool it down. That baseline is fire.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, I'm going to be doing jumbo knotless braids on myself. So my hair is already freshly washed and conditioned with leave-in conditioner under my bonnet, and they are just in some twists. There she goes. So I am just going to, so here's the hair I'm going to be using for my braids. It is pre-stretched. I'll leave it exactly in the description box, but it's just left over here from last time I've gotten my hair braided. So I've completed 2 braids already off camera, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start the 3rd one. I have pre-parted my entire head, and there will be a total of 13 braids because that's all I have available on hand for hair. So there are 7 braids in the back and 6 in the front, 3 on each side. So this is the amount of hair I'm going to be using for each braid. I'd say it's about 1 inch thick. I split each of those into 5 sections per braid, and then I'll feed in the hair. Y'all gotta watch these movies that I watched because they were quite interesting. I'll leave them down in the description box, and I'd say it took about the length of 3 movies. But anyways, this is the moisturizer that I'm going to be using on top of the leave-in conditioner, and the label is scratched off, but it's by Carol Daughters. Also leave that in the description box, and of course some shine and jam so we can tame the flyaways and have our hair blend a little bit better with the Kanekalon. So I've reached the top of my head, and I'm splitting this section into 3 so I can begin to braid. Once I've braided it down enough, I begin to add in the hair. And like I said earlier, I split the hair section into 5. So I'm on piece 2 right now. And after I braid in each section of hair, I braid down a little bit more so that it can be secure in the actual braid, and then I'll begin to add in the next pieces. Don't forget to detangle your hair if it feels like it needs to be detangled once you continue braiding, and you can also add shine and jam to your ends so that they don't stick out and be free. I'm on to the next section, and I'm gonna begin to split that hair into 5. I prefer to have the first 2 pieces of hair be relatively small, and then the last 3 can be about the same size. For my hair, I'm going to begin by finger detangling, and then once I feel like it is thoroughly detangled, I'm going to add some of the Carol's Daughter Merengue pomade for some extra moisture under these braids. Then I am going to take my wide tooth comb and then detangle it a little further just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to apply the Shine and Jam to the base of the part, and I'm going to smooth that in all around my edges and each section of the hair, and then I'm just going to also smooth it in with a comb just to make sure there's no clumps of it anywhere. Start the braid, I'm going to section this section of hair into 3 sections as if I were just doing a braid out. Once I have that situated, I'm going to get my hand positioning proper, and then I'm going to begin to braid. I'm also going to turn in a second so you guys can get a better angle, but I am just going to braid it once. This is also real time. And then I am going to braid it a second time. Then a third. And then this is the 4th time I am going to braid it. So once I've braided that 4th time, I'm holding my hand in position. I'm just going to detangle it again before I add in my first piece of hair. I'm finding the middles, and then I'm going to roll it using my mouth since my other hand is tied up, just to flatten it out so that it can blend better in my braid. Now I'm placing each piece of hair right there in between my left index finger and thumb. Now there's a strand of hair in the middle section and the far right section. I'm going to braid it once, and then for the 2nd time, and then I'm going to add in my 2nd piece of hair into the same index and thumb finger. And then we're going to braid it twice more until I get back to where my hand originally was. And I'm going to add in the 3rd section of hair, and that's what I'm going to do until all 5 pieces are in. all 5 pieces of hair are in, I'm just going to continue braiding down the length of the Kanekalon hair. I will also add some more shine and jam to my hair, specifically on the ends, just so they can not be frizzy and blend better with the Kanekalon hair. And you can go ahead and smooth it out with a comb so that it's not chunky. So I finished my entire head, and so this is what she's looking like. Give y'all a 360 in a second. So I'm just taking out to the bathroom so we can do some finishing steps. So I'm gonna fix up my edges by applying some more shine and jam to the base of the front 6 braids and also to my edges. I'm gonna give them some little swoops, nothing too serious. And once I've completed that, I'm going to, of course, set my hair with some foam, and then that I will be applying all over the top of my head and a little bit down the length of the braids. I did not show this, but my braids have also been dipped in hot water, and I have trimmed the flyaways that stick out of the braid once you get towards the end. So I'm just tying up my head and going off to bed. This is the end of the video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful in some type of way. Here's how my hair looked a couple days after. Please continue to have blessings, love, and growth, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!